Imagine a world completely devoid of life. No plants, no animals, no insects, not even a single bacterium. In the spring of 2021, when an eruption began in the southwest of Iceland, a volcanic island in the North Atlantic, this world was a reality, as molten lava spilled out of the earth at temperatures over 1,000 degrees Celsius and was initially completely sterile. In ecology, one of the main questions we ask is, how does life begin from nothing? And how do ecosystems develop over time? Is it a random roll of the dice? Or is there a predictable blueprint that dictates the colonization process? Our team used a series of eruptions in Iceland from 2021 to 2023, as shown in the upper left of this slide, as a natural laboratory to investigate this question. When we study ecosystem development, we typically track the development over the course of many years, decades, or even centuries. But because our team had boots on the ground in Iceland as the eruption was occurring, we were able to collect samples of lava rock that had cooled down and solidified only hours before we had collecting it, starting from the very beginning of an ecosystem development. And what we found was that life follows a predictable blueprint. It follows a strict schedule, as shown in the upper right-hand corner of the slide. It's a two-stage colonization process. In the first stage, it's a chaotic frontier. Life arrives via soil particles, hitchhiking a ride on those particles, or aerosol particles from farther away. But then, after the first winter, and when the rains arrive in Iceland, something shifts. It starts to cool down, and things start to stabilize. And certain microorganisms are able to establish a more permanent foothold, examples of which are shown in the bottom left. And these are organisms that are resilient to low nutrient conditions and extreme environments. And so, since we observed this two-stage colonization process, we wanted to demonstrate the predictability of this. And so, we trained an AI model on samples that were collected from the 2021 eruption, and showed that model samples that were collected from our subsequent eruptions, and asked it to tell us how old that sample was. And it was remarkably accurate. It was able to predict the colonization stage of that ecosystem development with remarkably high accuracy. And so the implications of this are profound. It tells us something about the tenacity of life and its ability to rebound after volcanic eruptions or wildfires or other destructive events, a process called primary succession. And then it also tells us something about the habitability of other worlds in our solar system and life beyond Earth, since we are looking for life beyond Earth on other volcanically active planetary bodies such as Mars in the future. Thank you very much.